So, YouTube, I think you need to talk to everyone. I think that when in 2018 you have the most disliked video in the history of mankind, there is a problem, and it's one you should probably address honestly. I think there is really something that's happening here that is worth addressing when 10 million people from all around the world come to one of your videos, a specific video, just to downvote it. I mean, most people, when they watch a piece of content that they don't enjoy, just click off of it. They just go, fuck it, I don't care. They don't interact with it, they're just not interested. You have to do something to have provoked that ire to get them to move the mouse over and click downvote, in the same way that you have to have done something they particularly appreciated for them to move over and click upvote. It's something that you know, obviously, given how this is your platform, you've got all the metrics, you know how all this works, and I know that you know this is here. So why don't you just come and talk to people about it? Because at the moment it really smacks of this kind of ivory tower mentality, this kind of we know better than you mentality. And I mean, to say that this video was detached from the broader community at large is obviously an understatement, but there's nothing about this that really seems to speak to people, is what I'm saying. This, I mean, like, Will Smith, why Will Smith? I'm not going to go through critiquing the video, but just the very first couple of frames, it's just like, what the hell is this? Like, who's this granddad? And then that's coming from me. No, I'm a fan of Will Smith still. But anyway, this is clearly not representative of your regular YouTuber or your user base, and it seems to be a product of Silicon Valley, a distinct monoculture in which a certain messianic mindset has developed, where many people, it seems, coordinate and think that together that they are going to save the world, and it's not making you very popular. I think perhaps you don't have all the answers. And I think it's easy to think that when you're at the heights that Silicon Valley is currently enjoying, that you do have all the answers. You think that perhaps you can solve the problems. And if not you, who? If not when, and if not now, when? But I don't think it's working. And I think you're driving people away from whatever causes it is you want. And it's making them, I guess, kind of putting them into revolt. They seem to be actively hating what you're doing. And it seems that PewDiePie, the guy that you left out of this, who is also the largest YouTuber in the world, is way more just generally popular with the grassroots, and has like become a kind of rival of the main progressive, like, Silicon Valley oligarchy. You seem to be deliberately leaving him out. I mean, I don't see how he can't be in it. And here we are. Apparently they didn't even ask him. So, I mean, all I'm saying is, like, why don't you just come and talk to your creator community? That's what you need to do. You need to talk to them. You just need to sit on a stage with PewDiePie, actually, as the man who's probably the most knowledgeable about why this is happening, given that he's probably seeing it all day, every day. Whatever people are saying, I've got no doubt that he is seeing it. And why don't you go and sit down in an auditorium on a stage with an audience? Talk to PewDiePie. Tell him why he's wrong, if you think he's wrong. If you want to tell him, wag your finger and whatnot. Or listen to him as to why people are angry with you. Why people want to come and let you know that they are, with like a 4-to-1 margin, really angry with YouTube. They're not happy with YouTube, they're angry with it. What YouTube is doing is against whatever moral code they have and is provoking them into responding. And I don't think that that's something you want, and I think that it would probably be better for everyone, users and creators and owners of these platforms alike, to actually sit down and actually have the conversations that need to be had here. I mean, this is a severe social problem that we have if the platform everyone is enjoying content on is actually generally hated by the user base of the platform. That's really weird. And I don't just mean like, this platform's shit, but like, I have to use it like Twitter. I mean like the content you create is demonstrably out of touch and demonstrates this kind of ivory tower attitude. And people, I think, are responding to that. But maybe that's just me projecting my own biases onto it. Maybe I don't know. Because you've not sat down and explained your reasoning for why you do the things you do, like produce this video, and you're not listening to anyone else on the other side, like PewDiePie, who might be able to tell you why he thinks a lot of people have said to him why they didn't like it. Like, that seems like a sensible conversation to have. And I'm not saying this is like an enemy of YouTube. I'm a fan of YouTube. I think what YouTube has achieved is incredible. We're in a position where it would be weird if YouTube actually came and sat down with one of the biggest creator. I know you saw the community of YouTube as a platform rallying around PewDiePie to make him more popular than T-Series, a faceless corporation. And for some reason, the corporations of Silicon Valley are very quick to become faceless themselves, despite the fact that I'm sure many of their CEOs would say, oh no, I really don't like faceless corporations, I'm a progressive. Do you not see, like, the problem that we're having here? You are perpetuating just by not engaging honestly with the people who are your biggest critics on this in particular, which would be PewDiePie, because he's the largest YouTube channel in history and he's made like 2 or 3 videos about this so far. So there is a conversation to be had and you need to be having it, but you're not. And like I said, I'm not saying this as an enemy of YouTube. I am saying this as someone who is concerned that there is a significant social ill being played out before our eyes, and you aren't coming to the table to address it.